Banished from Earth Classic Game Room broadcasts from the Intergalactic Space Arcade on its never-ending mission to review everything. Ladies and gentlemen, sit back in your seats and prepare to enjoy the review of the Nintendo Family Computer, the 1983 Japanese precursor to the Nintendo Entertainment System, the NES, the toaster that played games. But this is far less attractive than a toaster. The Famicom may play some great games, but it looks like it was haphazardly assembled by a 5-year-old using Legos. This is easily the least attractive video game console ever created, which is surprising because typically Nintendo makes attractive stuff. Now the colors probably changed a bit over the years, but we have 2 controllers built into the game system, as well as a giant eject button, which is pretty much useless because you can also just pull the game cartridges out using your fingers. Here's a look at the back. That's where you put the AC adapter, channel 1, channel 2, and yes, this was made in Japan. The question is, how's it work more than 30 years later in the West? Or in space, if you're classic game room. Here we have the Famicom, and we're going to hook it up to an American television, but apparently it's going to look for Japanese TV channel 1, which I believe translates to 95 1/3 for a US television. TJ figured all this out, so hopefully it works. Let's turn it on to 95 1/3. Maybe I should check to see if it's plugged in. No, it wasn't. Maybe that would help. There we go. Plug that in. Let's try this again. Take 2. Activate Famicom powers, go! There we go. Supposedly the humming dies down after a while, since it can't find an exact channel, so I'm told. Hey, it's Super Mario Brothers. Look at that. Here we have a working Nintendo Famicom playing Super Mario Brothers, but the hum is kind of annoying. If there's a way around that, I haven't figured it out. I'm just happy this works at all, because there's a lot of great Famicom games. Eventually, I'll just turn down the volume. I like the controller a lot. It feels like the NES gamepad, except it's rounder, and it actually looks pretty cool. Yes, the hum is annoying, but I am playing Super Mario Brothers in Japanese, which happens to look exactly the same as the US version, but you know, whatever. Oh, damn it! I still suck. That's right, I'm terrible at this game regardless of what version I'm playing. But you don't really need a Famicom to play Super Mario Brothers. That game was released on the NES. However, there's a lot of other games that aren't available on the NES, so let's eject Super Mario Brothers using the eject slider, and then pull it out with our fingers, which works just as well. How about some Ultraman Club Kaiju Daikessen? Now I'm playing Ultraman in Japanese. Come get some. As far as I know, this game is not available in the West. In fact, there appears to be a lot of Famicom games that never received an NES release. And that may be the reason to pick up a Nintendo Famicom. They're actually not that expensive. You can play some fun games like Ultraman here, which is actually pretty good. But you will need to find a television that works. Not any old TV in the West will do. I tried numerous CRT televisions and LCD screens, none of them work. Leave it to TJ to find some ancient Zenith at a garage sale that will find the channel around 95 1/3. Let's insert a game called Wagon Land, which is maybe how you pronounce it? We don't have too many cases for Famicom games around here, but I like the way this looks. It's very cool. These come in a clamshell, and the cartridges themselves look really nice. Let's insert the game, and off we go. So where do you find one of these things? I would start with eBay. There are a wealth of Famicom games. It's obviously an 8-bit system like the NES. And this thing will work with the Famicom disk system, which I'll be reviewing later, after I locate the power supply, which I lost in the move. Does anyone know if there's a different power supply that works on the Famicom disk system? If so, let us know on our website. Turning down the volume helps with the hum. Alright, let's step it up to some Golgo 13, The Riddle of Icarus. Hey! No matter what country you're in, blowing into the game cartridges always works. I have two people to thank for this review. Our friend Felicity from Worcestershire, England, sent the Famicom and Wagon Land to the show, and our friend Osamu from Ibaraki, Japan, sent Golgo 13 and Ultraman. Don't shoot at me! I'm Vic Tokai, secret agent on the Famicom. If you want to play some 8-bit Japanese Nintendo games, you'll want a Famicom. I look damn fine in this suit. Oh, I'm blinking! Just make sure you have a TV that'll work with it. I want to go into this restaurant and get a nice meal, but it won't let me. Domo arigato, Famicom. Roboto.